punches of Witherspoon. That's what a good boxer would do.
Round one, and we will see the pace of this fight early. It starts up very up-tempo.
Right away, Tim Witherspoon went at Tony Tubbs. I'm sure he wants to keep that pressure going, knowing fully well, or assuming fully well, that Tubbs can't maintain the movement. Because Tubbs is trying to be elusive. Tubbs, the best he has going for him, he has beautiful hands, quick hands, beautiful combinations. Witherspoon, a very tenacious fighter, very physical fighter.
Getting a good look at this round, incidentally, from our handheld cameras. We're going to try and stay on that as much as possible. You get a real close-up look as to just how this fight is going. Tubbs going downstairs.
See, the reason I was criticizing the excess weight of Tony Tubbs is the fact that to fight a guy like Witherspoon, you need mobility. You have to be able to utilize the ring and keep moving.
And despite the fact that Tubbs is not one who really enjoys the rigors of training, he has been effective in later rounds. Both men looking to the body in the first round.
Keeping those hands high, Witherspoon.
Right hand in close by Tim Witherspoon.
The first round, very physical fight. Both guys just trying to initiate that respect and dictate the tempo of the fight. So far, they're even.
And again, Witherspoon going downstairs. Tubbs has been content to do that for the better part of this round as well. Good body shot by Tubbs.
Tubbs uses movement to get out of the way of those bombs thrown by Tim Witherspoon. I just want to see how long you can keep this up.
It's only the first round, but you really have a feeling that conditioning might become a very important part of this fight.
Good round now. Good round.
A pretty intense round. Neither fighter did any real damage.
Okay? Just right. Okay, I want you to throw a jab at his right and make it bang down. Put down on that right hand to the belly and come out with the left hook to the head, okay? The right hand to the belly and the left hook to the head, okay? Right behind the jab. Okay? You got it? You're facing your right. You want that round big.
All right,
okay?
breathe. Give me some one
You're
more
working
time.
just like the script now.
You know what I mean?
He's hard. He knows nothing now.
This is Tim Witherspoon.
They need to keep that jab in his face, okay? Because you out jabbing him when you do jab, okay? You can't out jab you, okay? Touching him with that jab, touching him with that jab. Then you go with the right hand. Hit him with the left hook to the body. Then you keep it on top. Okay, there you go, then.
That's Slim Jim Robinson, his trainer, talking.
Slim Jim Robinson, who has been called by some Tim Witherspoon's greatest asset. He engineered the near win over Larry Holmes.
A very fast-paced first round for both fighters.
It was a good shot by Witherspoon that backed Tubbs up against the ropes.
In fact, Witherspoon is much more the quicker starter, whereas at Tubbs utilizes the ring a great deal. There's that good left jab. But that first round, both fighters went at it. Downstairs, Witherspoon started with the body.
Witherspoon starting up and then going down.
I wouldn't be surprised if Witherspoon stayed downstairs a couple of rounds and just to slow down Tubbs. because I doubt very seriously if Tubbs can carry that weight for 15 rounds. Good jab, good left jab by Tony Tubbs.
Okay, your time up. Come on, your time up. Come on. Come on. Okay, all right. Come on.
Hit counter punch to the body by Tubbs, who now opens up Witherspoon a little bit.
You saw the hand speed of Tony Tubbs.
Good fight here, what referee Nate Morgan said to Tony Tubbs.
Okay, cut on him. Cut on him. Okay, you're tired up. Come on, you're tired up.
A very intense fight.
Okay, come on now.
Both fighters are really starting to get frustrated with each other.
Really up-tempo for a 15-round fight between two guys this big. Crowd here at the Omni, incidentally, really into this fight.
Oh yeah, because I'm sure these guys, both guys have been talking for the past week or so.
And as we mentioned at the top of the show, this fight does have an added significance now. It's almost a case of sudden death because the loser is going to be out of the hunt. Tim Witherspoon breathing through his mouth, but he has done that historically. He's done it in every fight we've seen him in.
Which is a bad habit.
Tubbs got to stay closer to Witherspoon in that round than in the first round, and I believe he thinks that he has the quicker hands at close quarters.
Just to the right and maybe reach out to the wild left hook, get on and bang into the body, okay?
Here's a replay of slow-mo. We saw the wild right hand by Witherspoon, but he came back with a nice left to the body. And then Tubbs let loose with this salvo of punches.
He's leaning to you now.
And here are the number of punches that Tubbs has thrown through the 2 rounds, landing about a third. This is about his average, actually. Witherspoon has thrown a few more, and he's landed a higher percentage. Again, that is not a qualitative analysis, it's a quantitative analysis.
Speaking again about the fact that Witherspoon keeps that mouth open. It's a bad habit because you talk asking for a busted lip or either broken jaw. Keep that mouth shut. See the experience in Tubbs. He's able to spin Witherspoon.
Yeah, just a note about experience, as a matter of fact, even though they've had a comparable amount of professional fights, Tony Tubbs had 120 amateur fights, and Tim Witherspoon had 6.
I think what compensates Witherspoon's inexperience as far as an amateur boxer was the fact that his strength, his own physical strength, and great body. Key for Tubbs is to hit and miss, make his man miss, to be a counter puncher. Get his punches in, and then get outside.
Said that Tubbs had 120 amateur fights. Make that 253 amateur fights.
That's a lot of fights. I had only 160. Good jab, stiff jab by Witherspoon.
And a good left hand by Tubbs coming back. So both men scoring heavily here. And again.
Tubbs trying to go to the body. In fact, he was successful, but he was caught by a left hook by Witherspoon. Both men are really thinking of him. At times, Tubbs tried to utilize his boxing skill, but then all of a sudden, Witherspoon cuts the ring off, so he has to fight. So now at this point, he's fighting Witherspoon's fight. Inside, street fight.
Tubbs kind of retreating here, getting himself on the ropes, now fights off them. Witherspoon counter-punching very well. He ducked all of Tubbs' punches and came back with his own.
You're talking good punches, good defense, good offense.
Stay down the stomach, Tim. Gotta stay downstairs.
You're doing all right, Tim. You're doing all right, Tim. All right. All right. Keep him backing up all the way, that's all. All right, yes, he is. He's throwing him down, Tim.
Tim, don't punch just a little bit, okay? Huh? Get the left hand up just a little bit.
You're going to hit him a little bit more, too. All right? Okay. Find that jab.
Okay, keep to that body, right into the body. You're doing good. When you step out there, come out with the hands up. Okay? To the right. With your hands up.
Stop relaxing. Look for your good shot. Open that. Look for your good shot.
Okay? You done won every round. Okay? All right. That's the right. Don't get tired.
This has the makings of a long, grueling fight in which the last third of the fight probably will determine the outcome. A lot of good body punches so far in the first 3 rounds, Ray.
A lot of body shots, a lot of vicious shots thrown, more so by Witherspoon. Tubbs was throwing body shots, liver shots, but I think the most effective shots were thrown by Witherspoon.
Once again, you saw a pretty good counter-punching right hand by Witherspoon.
Good jab. And Tubbs has to keep that up. But I'm afraid that Witherspoon's not letting him. He's starting to crowd him now. Staying on top of him.
Witherspoon's corner told him to bring the left hand up just a little bit.
Witherspoon is still really trying to crowd Tubbs, mainly because it's a good move, because you won't allow the boxer any punching room. So staying close to him doesn't allow him to get his punches off. Back to the body.
Witherspoon is dictating the tempo of the fight so far. In Tubbs' corner between rounds, they said, you won the first 2. I'm not real sure, first 3 I should say, I'm not real sure they were right.
Tony Tubbs shaking that right hand.
All right. Okay, fight your way out of it. Fight out of it.
Once again, Witherspoon just pressing the fight.
Okay, come on.
Witherspoon just stand downstairs. When he's throwing one punch, he needs to put throw like that, like Tubbs did. Put both hands together. Work on both sides of the body.
And again, a good counter-punching right hand by Tim Witherspoon. Took 2, but he gave 1 that was better. And another good right hand.
This is a serious fight here.
He's punching after the bell, and Nate Morgan finally breaks him up. Witherspoon's hot. So's the crowd.
You take him on good. Don't get challenged. Take to your right. Okay? Okay?
One thing you can say clearly here is that both fighters are trying to hurt the other guy. They're putting a lot of passion into their punches. How effective they are remains to be seen. There's Witherspoon throwing two not too effective punches. He throws long punches. They're not paralyzing punches. They're not punches that make a guy feel he's out of there. But they're hard punches, nevertheless. That was Witherspoon's best exchange of that round.
They come to the 5th round. Great crowd here at the Omni. They've really been into the fight right from the opening bell.
And for both fighters. One thing you have to really appreciate in Tony Tubbs, he has that natural talent. He has a gift. Very fast hands for a heavyweight, for a big man.
I have to say that he doesn't really look appreciably bigger than he was the last time I saw him at 229. I realize he's 17 pounds bigger, or 15 pounds bigger, but he really doesn't look that much bigger.
Tony Tubbs is quite deceiving because there is no definition in his body, yet his hand speed is really incredible. And the fact that he's able to put combinations together so well is another bit of amazement.
You can see Tubbs drop both hands and back up. Once again, Tony Tubbs trying to go downstairs. Witherspoon headhunting a little bit more.
Double left jab, right hand to follow by Tony Tubbs. Again, both men are doing what they do best. Witherspoon working inside, really staying the aggressor and trying to work the body, being very physical. Tony Tubbs, on the other hand, is using his hand speed, using his jab, using his combination, scoring points. A couple times he tried for the knockout. But I don't think he possessed the power to knock his man out early. This stinging jab.
Tubbs short with both of those. Very short with both of those. That's a good right hand by Witherspoon. Might have been the best punch of the fight.
It caught Tubbs on the side of the head. Those type of punches, especially if you're hit by a puncher, can daze you.
And Tubbs finally gets himself off the ropes for a second.
Punch away on him. Come on, cut out of him. Come on, cut out of him. Cut out of him.
Witherspoon didn't go away.
Now you may see some combinations here by Tubbs. I think he waited for, or he tried to wait for Witherspoon to punch himself out.
I counted about 10 or 12 hard body punches by Tubbs in that round. That's a lot of hard body punches in a round, Ray.
Especially by a big man. That's a great deal of body shots. You don't see that sometimes in an entire fight.
Isaac Hayes, Ray Perkins,
There's Muhammad Ali. Ali celebrating his 44th birthday today. Believe it or not, he sparred 8 rounds with Tim Witherspoon on Monday, sparred 52 rounds in the last couple of weeks with various heavyweights.
King again. King again. It's done. On HBO.
stand for Home Boxing Organization. Will begin in April sometime.
Michael Spinks.
That was also Dominique Wilkins, one of the fine talents in the NBA, sitting alongside Larry Holmes. And in April, Michael Spinks and Larry Holmes for the IBF Heavyweight Championship. A lot of fights to look forward to here on HBO. March 22nd, of course. Pinklin Thomas, Trevor Berbick. And then in April, Holmes Spinks. And tonight, pretty good go so far.
And all the heavyweight contenders are eagerly just awaiting the verdict of this fight, the outcome, because they are waiting for an opportunity to go for the big bucks, the big title.
Very tactical fight so far. This is the 6th round. We're going 15.
Good, damaging left jab then to stop Witherspoon in his tracks. I noticed that at times Tony Tubbs attempts to throw that uppercut. That's a very dangerous move, especially inside the way his body's positioned. Because by dropping that right hand to throw that uppercut, he's liable to be hit by a short left hook. And Witherspoon has that. There is the left hook. Short. A little short.
Okay, all right.
Tubbs throwing combinations. Counter-punching right hand by Tubbs.
He thought Tubbs was able to catch Witherspoon in the motion of throwing a punch.
Okay, you're caught up. Come on, get on.
Witherspoon does not appear to be quite as sharp with his punches as he was earlier.
Well, now, because those first couple rounds were very fast-paced rounds. You may notice a lot of arm punches being thrown now. They both are waiting for their second win.
Okay,
Conditioning plays a major role around this point of the fight now, between the 6th, 7th, and 8th round.
Okay, you're caught up. Come on, don't hold it. Hold on. Come on, let's go.
Coming down to the end of the 6th round.
Okay, come on, keep your punches up there.
I thought that was Tubbs' best round. I don't know if this is a clear-cut trend yet, but I sense in the last few rounds that Tubbs is beginning to dominate a little bit with his skill.
That was better. You understand what I mean? Okay. Tony, right behind that jab, I want you to start setting down a little bit more harder and harder with the right hand. Look at that. I'm talking about you down right up to the head. Okay? Don't back, bring up. Give me back and go. Okay. How's your mouth?
You outsmarting him. All right? You're hitting him with all kinds of shots that you want to hit him with. Stay relaxed.
There was a good right hand at close quarters by Witherspoon. And a right to the stomach, right back
to the body
from the champion. Who knows, maybe if Tony Tubbs trained real seriously, it would inhibit him. It might frazzle him. He's one of those guys who just can't train.
He's a gamer. Football, that'd be a gamer, right? Round number 7. Both corners extremely confident that their man is doing it exactly right so far. There's a good left hand by Tubbs. Tubbs content to fight on the ropes occasionally, Ray.
Well, he is, really somewhat elusive because he's able to, has very good upper body movement. So I think he's, feels quite content against the ropes at times.
And you heard Tubbs' corner say, don't step straight back. They want their man in close.
Well, they don't want him stepping straight back because what's happening is creating momentum for the tank-like fighter and Witherspoon because he's moving straight ahead. Need to give him angles, lateral movement. Side to side. This is the perfect, the classic boxing confrontation, boxer against the puncher. That body shot seemed like it folded over Tony Tubbs just then.
Witherspoon with a good body shot there. It's one of those fights you have the feeling could be won or lost in the corner.
Both fighters stand to the body.
That punch was caught largely on the arms.
Ripping body shots by Witherspoon. He's going for the additional midsection. Those love handles he's going for.
A lot of damaging shots by both men to the midsection.
Tubbs can't stand straight up after he finished throwing a combination because that left hook by Witherspoon is very, very powerful. This is trying to be a great fight.
Okay, let's try. Come on. Get your hands up, baby. Watch the shot. Let's try to win out.
Two punches to the body and then one to the head by Tubbs. Good hand speed.
Okay, fire out of it.
And these guys are not letting up.
Well, the pace of the fight has been very quick. It's been fought at close quarters almost all the way. I don't think fatigue is any kind of a factor at this juncture. Again, not an exciting fight, not a dramatic fight, but a very rugged, grueling fight. Landing a lot of hurting punches in close.
Got over right hand behind that jab, okay? All right? You ready to go. You ready to go. Okay? Put the straight right. You got up the jab, if you hide his chin, put the straight right hand to the body, comes off the left hook. All right. And if you do,
Here's a sequence, a good left and a good right by Tubbs driving Witherspoon into the ropes. Witherspoon will fight off the ropes. Right there, a left that's high, good right to the body.
all the body. Okay, make a turn with the right hand and inside. Jump on a little bit. All right, jump on a little bit. Jump on a little bit.
We're going to see soon, Ray, whether the body punches are going to take a serious toll on one or the other fighter.
Well, that's what I'm waiting for because those shots, body shots, been thrown by both men, and neither fighter has let up yet.
I'm almost sure I heard Slim Jim Robinson in Witherspoon's corner say he's ready to go, which I find pretty hard to believe. Or perhaps it was in Tubbs' corner.
That might be a little premature because Witherspoon seems to be very strong at this point here. They also told me to change the pace, change the tempo. Meaning to pick things up or slow things down. I don't think he can pick it up any faster. There, Tubbs gave a wink to his corner.
Good right hand by Witherspoon that time.
I guess trying to let them know that everything's under control.
Sort of a Tony Tubbs version of rope-a-dope here. He's just got the elbows tucked in.
I mean, both fighters know exactly how to execute a body shot. They're putting their weight behind it, getting the leverage behind it. And also, Tubbs appears to know exactly how to finish every meal. But I'm really surprised to see him at this weight. I mean, to be champion, vanity plays a major part in your life and in your career.
There is no truth to the rumor there'll be a lunch break after the 10th round, though.
Look at now Tubbs coming back to life. I mean, both guys, this shows you both guys are in fantastic shape.
Again, it's a very tactical fight. Tubbs has been on the ropes and letting Witherspoon take his best shots, taking most of them on the shoulders and the elbows. Coming out of it when he does in flurries.
There's the left jab. And the right hand to follow.
And a good left hand sends Tubbs into the ropes. It was a straight left hand.
Both feet are together of Tubbs. Now he's using his weight. Maybe that's why he's putting additional weight. To withstand the power of Witherspoon. But that left hook really had him in trouble for a second there. Some of those right hands are starting to get through. Not clean, but the fact they're starting to land.
That was a good, clean shot.
I'll be able to tell whether or not that punch seriously hurt Tubbs as he walked back to his corner. See if his legs are steady.
He's got 10 seconds to get through round number 8.
Come on, let's go.
This is a very, very hard fight to judge. After 8 rounds, I have it dead even. I could be 8 rounds off.
Okay? You understand that? Okay.
When a fighter moves forward the way Witherspoon does, he always gets the benefit of the
You
doubt.
understand what I mean? With your head up. Okay?
Now there's 2 lefts in the right and a left downstairs, and Witherspoon followed with a left hook. And that's been the big surprise I found in this fight, Ray. He hasn't been known for the left hook. I think Slim Jim Robinson has been working on the left hook with him because he expects that Tubbs would be looking for that long right.
He's starting to work.
He's okay. You're all right. Okay? All right. Okay.
Stop picking up. Get him up. Look it out. Grab over that chair.
Well, I don't know, Ray. He did not go back on steady legs at the end of that round.
No, he walked back and there was like a delay in his steps. He was instructed from the corner to pick it up again. When he tried to pick it up, and he was hurt by a left hook, a short left hook by Witherspoon. Talking about Slim Jim Robinson, he's a great asset to the camp of Witherspoon because apparently he's showing him something that he wasn't using before in his career. That he has 2 hands and both fists carry dynamite.
And again, against the ropes is Tubbs taking punishment from Tim Witherspoon.
Not much movement from Tubbs. Could be 1 or 2 things, indication that that additional luggage he's carrying is starting to take his toll, or he's just trying to wait for Witherspoon to punch himself out.
Witherspoon giving not much indication of that. Lost a little sharpness along about the 5th round, but he's come back rather effectively in the last couple.
Well, you'll notice when Witherspoon is able to either rock Tubbs, since the adrenaline starts flowing, he gets become more aggressive. The other thing applies to Tony Tubbs.
Neither man is marked. We're in the 9th round.
Those hands should be up of Tubbs. Witherspoon has that looping right hand, and he puts a lot of body behind it. You see that he's swayed away from the right hand of Tubbs.
Witherspoon counterpunching effectively with the left hand.
Once again, back to the body. You know, both fighters not really throwing the punches now. They're taking a breather here.
Chopping right hand, and Witherspoon comes back with another combination.
And the interesting thing about the heavyweight division And it intrigues me. It exchanged hands so many times. One guy's champion for a few days or a few months, and next thing you know, you find a new champion.
So far, both these guys looking better than I've ever seen either one of them look.
Well, they both prepared themselves mentally, physically, and waiting.
March 22nd, as you mentioned earlier, more heavyweight championship boxing here on HBO, becoming the heavyweight network. Pinklon Thomas versus Trevor Berbick. That's Saturday, March 10th, 10 o'clock Eastern. We'll be live. Larry Merchant, Sugar Ray Leonard, myself, Barry Tompkins will be on hand for that one.
A little bit more.
We winning this shit.
Huh?
We winning this shit.
You're right. That's what
Watching Witherspoon, I wonder,
smoke on him, okay?
can a man learn how to play the trumpet when he's 21 years old? I mean, he started to fight when he was 21, and it's not easy being in there with someone who started when he was a teenager. But he's mature in terms of his approach to what's going on here, and so that we have a battle in a sense between will and skill.
Round number 10. Tough fight.
I see a fairly even fight, although the Witherspoon has come on a couple rounds, so giving him a slight edge. But we're far from finish here.
Okay, come on. All right. Don't hold it. All right.
Witherspoon still looks fresh. Maybe the pressure of the two right at the moment. Good body shot by Witherspoon. Witherspoon talking to Tony Tubbs now, just saying, come on, come on.
Yes, because he wants him to get closer so he'll fight his fight. Tubbs will continue to stay on the outside at this point and throw his little body shots. There, those liver shots. After he throws his left hook, he comes back with the left jab to keep his man at bay. Now we're back towards the corner.
Might be fought more at long range in this round than it has at any other time.
Keep him up.
Morgan telling him again to keep the punches up.
Okay, come on.
Counter punching left hand by Witherspoon, the better of that exchange.
What's been working for Tubbs has been the double left jab in the right hand, but he's always countered by the left hook of Witherspoon. So at least come back with some left hook after he finishes the right hand.
start pushing for fast.
He's hauling low.
The ref will start looking for it.
Okay.
You're talking about being in another ball part.
Okay. You know what I want you to do? Do that double left hook, draw him inside.
Okay.
Do the double left hook and chop him down with the right hand. And overhand right, okay? Right behind the double left hook. One to the body and bring him straight up. And put it there right. Hit him with your overhand right. Okay?
Hard to believe he's only landed 38 of
How
them.
do you feel? Feel good, man.
You feel good. There's no problem
When
behind
you
you.
see shots that you need to take.
Yeah,
it's coming. It's coming.
You're going to get him. Take your time. I love you. Okay?
We got 5.
We got 5 more rounds.
Can you start?
Okay?
Can you start? Let's go, Jelly. Let's take him to 5. Let's go, Jelly.
You want to use that double left hook and chop the right hand, okay?
Your thing, Jelly.
That's your life.
Take a deep. Feel good, all right?
And there are Tim Witherspoon's totals, landing a higher percentage according to our statistics. I have Witherspoon slightly ahead at this point, 5-4-1.
A lot of support for Tony Tubbs in his corner. His handlers assuring their fighter that they're behind him. Telling him to getting close once again, and we'll see now if Tony Tubbs can do that. Witherspoon has started to dictate the tempo again over the last 3 rounds.
Okay, all right. Okay, come on.
The power and the sound of those guys' body shots just echoes throughout the arena.
Witherspoon up on his toes right now, looking very fresh. This is the 11th round.
But Tubbs said in his corner, he told his guys that he feels great.
Okay, all right. Come on. Okay,
Witherspoon to stay close to Tubbs from the very first round. This is also showing that Tubbs can fight inside too.
No damage really being done here. Again, it's been a tactical fight almost the entire way. Oh, there's a left hand by Tubbs. Good shot.
Triple left hook.
Okay, all right.
Coming down to the end of the 11th round.
As Witherspoon turning southpaw.
It's not Ali Frazier, but it's a rugged go.
Okay, you're working good, baby. This had a dog-ass tie. You're going to have to open him up with the jab and put that right hand on him. Overhand right, just like you don't have. Chop him down. Okay? Okay? If you hide the head, put the right hand to the body. Okay? You're doing beautiful. Beautiful. You're going right the script. Okay? Okay.
The trainer is Odell Hadley from California.
You're doing beautiful. All right, brother? Yeah. Okay? You got double up, going to see you chopping down with the right hand. You put the hook behind it this time.
Come on, make it show. Okay. Come on. Hold up one, all right? He's trying to crowd you now.
You know, watch him out. Come on.
Attaboy. All right, get that stuff out of here. Get the bucket out.
12. And it's still up for grabs, I think.
I would agree, because both fighters have really been working and throwing a lot of punches. Witherspoon has landed more effective shots.
12 rounds is as far as Tim Witherspoon has ever gone. We're in the 12th now.
Well, one thing is for sure, the additional weight does not slow the hand speed of Tony Tubbs. I really felt this will slow the movement of Tubbs.
Odell Hadley is saying that he wants him to come over the top with the right hand.
And when his left hand is up, to go to the body. And you have not seen that much movement from Tubbs. Tubbs normally uses his boxing skill. Here I think he's just using his experience and willing to exchange punch for punch inside with Tim Witherspoon.
Tubbs continues to try to dig downstairs.
Once again, Witherspoon has turned southpaw. And in doing so, he has a tendency to confuse his opponent.
That's a left hand by Tubbs.
I don't know, it seemed like the left hook bothered Witherspoon or just made him mad.
Okay, all right. Come on, all right. Keep it punching,
Well, it's a deeper water for Tim Witherspoon. He's never been 12. Has beyond 12 rounds. Maybe that's what Tubbs is waiting for.
The final 3 rounds.
The final 3 rounds, but that would be a bad move.
This Tubbs has only gone 15 rounds once also.
But he's tasted it.
Tubbs, in my judgment, has come on in the last few rounds, but it's still a very, very tough fight. I don't recall a fight where I've had as much trouble picking the winners of so many individual rounds.
Gotta wear this round. Okay. Gotta wear this round. You understand what I'm saying? Now, this is the championship round. Now, you got to win it. Okay? Now, let's go to work and see me take him out. Let's start setting out our shots to the chin. He done brought his hands down for you now. He's putting his chin on the platter. He done brought the chin now. Let's do it. This is what we're playing. Now, let's drown this punk. Okay? Okay, watch it. I want you to step down real good with that right hand to the chin. Take it home, baby. Okay? Bring him home now. Tony. Yeah. Okay? Start pushing. 3 more to go. Don't let him back up. Go forward. Bring him home.
Odell Hadley whipping his horse home. Putting his chin on the platter was Odell's way of putting it. That means that he's got Witherspoon's head down. Now if he can just find the chin. Let's see if he can push the magic button here.
Well, these 3 rounds, they say very important rounds. In fact, they are very important rounds. They don't want Tubbs to move straight back. They want him to move from side to side. Because normally judges give the edge to the aggressor. The guy who's making the fight.
Witherspoon has said himself that he's won a lot of fights because he is the aggressor. And he's done that in this fight also.
Witherspoon attacking the body once again.
Tubbs covering up, but most of those punches punches are being caught on the arms. That right hand was not caught on the arms, however.
Oh, beautiful shots. Those punches land. The left hook, the right hand were able to get through by Tim Witherspoon. Tubbs should use his combinations, use his hand speed, and build up some points.
Witherspoon, the harder puncher. I don't think there's any question about that. Tubbs, when he has knocked opponents out, has worn them down.
You notice there he had Witherspoon missing. That's the key to the fight for Tubbs.
Left hand just a little bit short by Witherspoon.
But every time that he makes Witherspoon miss, he should counter. Come back with something. There again, he made a miss. He needs to come back with something. Tubbs needs to counter.
And he has made his reputation as a counterpuncher.
Okay, fight your way out of it. Fight out of it.
There's 2 more rounds to decide a winner.
And you have a feeling that those 2 rounds may decide the winner,
It's
too.
a tough fight to call at this point. A very difficult fight.
Witherspoon hammering on Tubbs, going downstairs and then upstairs at the bell.
Your head. You got to go to head. Come on. You got to go to work now, okay? Can you go forward? Okay. Can you go forward? Okay. Let's go forward. Listen, we close up with a good finish, okay? When you got a feeling I hustle like
Well, there you see the number of punches is starting to dwindle as the fight goes on. Although Witherspoon threw a lot of punches in that round.
You got this fucking fight won, Tim.
That was clearly Witherspoon's round. And here's the rally on the ropes as the round ended. There are 2 theories of scoring that are coming into conflict here. One, if the fight is this close, do you take the title away from the champion? And 2, if the fight is close, do you give it to the aggressor, which is the other guy.
The other guy, yes, it is.
It's tough. It's going to be in the eyes of the beholder, you have the feeling.
Well, Witherspoon's trying to get the eye of the fans here.
I sensed a little bit of concern in the corner of Tony Tubbs.
Just seconds before the end of the 13th round, Witherspoon was able to take that round because he stayed on top of Tubbs and threw a lot of punches. Tubbs trying to box now.
Saw those fight stat numbers a moment ago that in the last 3 rounds, Tim Witherspoon has thrown twice the amount of punches as Tony Tubbs. So if in fact the judges are looking for the aggressor, they have him. He's the guy in the blue trunks. And still he swarms over Tony Tubbs.
He's not giving him any breathing room, not in the punching room. He's staying right in his chest.
All right.
See, normally Tubbs would be moving. That additional weight has hurt him. It's proven to be fatal for him.
Okay, come on.
And a good right hand by Witherspoon, while Tubbs' corner screaming at him to go to the body.
Come on. All right.
Left hand forces Tubbs back.
All right.
Tubbs needs to reach down at this point, Barry, because the title's starting to slip away from him. Yes, it is a close fight, but what's happening here is Witherspoon has been dominating just a little bit more. He's been far more aggressive in the later rounds than Tubbs. He's landing the cleanup blows at this point in Tubbs.
Coming down to the end of the 14th round now, and this time Tubbs turns Witherspoon against the ropes, but is really unable to deal out any punishment.
Jimmy, get that glove.
If Tubbs loses the title, you really don't know that it was the conditioning or whether he took too many body shots. But as I said earlier, he didn't give himself the best chance. And in a close fight like this, it could be the difference.
Don't let him stumble on it. He's stumbling on you. That's right. Okay? Make him think.
So that you're winning. Okay? You can't take nothing for granted. Okay? You got to win every round. You got to go out there and punch this round and knock this guy out. Knockout as sure as you win. All right? What y'all need? You got to take this round damn big.
Remember, saying, it's wonderful. We'll go home with it, okay? Let's go home with it, okay? That's all. Let's get on with it. Okay? Give it that story. Let it go. Sit down, man. Sit there. Sit down.
Well, the crowd, it's a split decision. They'll see it, Tim Witherspoon, and Tony.
And Slim Jim Robinson saying, if you knock him out, you don't have to worry about it.
There's always the best way to do things.
Get out of it. Okay, come on, get out of it. Yeah, all right.
I see a very concerned Tubbs corner.
Should be a most interesting decision. Plus, they say you got to take the title away from the champion, and Witherspoon has been aggressive, and as you mentioned the last round, Ray, particularly so in the late going.
And that's when it really counts, because the judges remember those last few seconds when you come back.
Witherspoon not holding anything back here, and Tubbs still seems unable just to get any real power untracked.
Normally we see a Tubbs counter-punching, using that jab, using the hand speed. Here we see a Tubbs willing to fight inside, exchange punch for punch with a stronger opponent as Tim Witherspoon. Tubbs has been very susceptible to body shots, some vicious body shots.
All right, come on, all right, get out of it, get out of it, get out of it.
This round being fought in the middle of the ring. Halfway through the final round.
I'm sure both fighters will critique themselves after this fight. I'm sure that Witherspoon will be very, very pleased. I'm sure Tubbs will be quite disappointed because he fights better than this.
Okay, all right.
When Tubbs does punch, he seems to punch off his back feet, too. Back leg. Doesn't really seem to have the power. Tubbs doing more leading than punching here. Crowd has seen a very exciting fight. Very interesting fight.
What a difference a few additional rounds, a few additional pounds can make on a fighter.
There's a good left hand by Witherspoon. And a right hand. There'll be no knockout in this one.
the fight to Witherspoon. And if he gets it, I think it's fair to say that he earned it.